All right, here are the numbers. More than 7 million tweets flooded cyberspace during last night's presidential debate. The top tweeted moment, Twitter says it was the question about immigration and Mitt Romney slipping on the questioner's name. That got more than 109,000 tweets. The second most tweeted moment, President Obama telling Mitt Romney, "You're the last person to get tough on China." Number 3, Romney on tax rates, 107,000 tweets. Let's bring in Eric Yaverbaum, associate publisher and co-founder of Social Media Magazines. Good to see you.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
All right. Of course, we've been mentioning also Romney's binders full of women comment, which has taken on a life of its own, one of the top searches on Google. How do you think social media has changed the game?
Well, social media has changed the game in so many different ways. I mean, and a lot of people give a lot of credence to Twitter, myself included. But what's interesting about Twitter is, like, I follow you on Twitter because I like your opinions, and I know you follow me because you like mine. That's what most people do on Twitter. Last night, I checked in with an app called Vigil, so I could see other people's tweets, not just the people that I follow, but others. And it was interesting to me to see opinions that I didn't agree with.
Yeah, there's been some research in political campaigns that we are most influenced by our neighbors, by our friends, if we're an undecided voter. So maybe this is the way we access more of our neighbors and friends.
Well, it is, and we like to, I mean, just like in our real lives, we like to be with people that we agree with more, and we don't like to be with people that we disagree with. So the people that we're interacting with in social media, it's exactly the same. So to find some resource that's not biased at all, so that you can see it all, is the best way to really touch social media and see, you know, what people's opinions really are. I mean, binders full of women, you know that's going to be, they'll be talking about that
Everybody
one
knew
quote
when
for
they
years.
heard it.
Knew it
that
immediately.
Was it. Yeah. Yep. 7.2 million tweets last night compared to more than 10 million for the first debate. Anything to read into that?
Oh, no, nothing to read into it. I mean, the very difficult thing about if you do tweet is if you want to tweet while you're watching, it's very hard to have a thought and be listening at the same time.
You feel like you're missing something. After the debate, the Twitter Political Index had President Obama at a 6-point lead. The index measures basically the candidates, the feelings toward the candidates. What exactly does this index, 39 versus 33, tell us about how people are feeling?
It's just one of many indicators that I'd look at. I mean, what I would say about, you know, that number is, generally speaking, it marries up to how much better Obama is doing than Romney in social media, period. You know, I've said it with you before. Yep. That, to me, that is the swing vote of this election. It is social media and who uses it best, and it continues to be Obama.
And, you know, back to your point, I mean, obviously, social media is a great way to stay engaged, but it's also not necessarily the best way to get an objective opinion. I try, for example, when I'm doing it, and a lot of journalists do this, we're just, you know, basically reporting on what we see. But most of Twitter out there, especially from your friends, is opinion.
Well, it is opinion. I mean, you know, look, I thought Obama won. Surprise. I mean, I'm biased. I thought he won. I know people that thought Romney won.
But did you think he won the first debate?
No, I thought he got. I thought that was just too obvious of a loss.
So where do you see this going? How is this going to impact us in the less than 3 weeks of this campaign? We still have one more debate, and we have an awful lot of people who will be going to the polls between now and November 6th.
Yeah, well, what I find incredible is that at this stage right now, with such dramatic differences between the two, that there's so many undecided voters. And what you're going to see in social media world.
And the race has basically been dead even for much of this campaign.
You know, it's hard. It depends on the poll of the hour. I mean, you know, what they say about social media is, you know, that was so 7 seconds ago. So, I mean, before I came on the show, it'll be different after I get on the show. So, you know, you got to follow it at breathtaking speed.
Well, you've got 12 minutes to go check if something's changed.
That's
Come
right.
back and tell us before 11. Thank you, Eric. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for